On WHAS11 News at 5 right now, it's Winter Storm Coverage 2025, Day 2 from Louisville to Hardin County. We have new reports.
It's been a day of big improvements, but also some real frustrations over power outages.
And the snow and winter storm warnings are now gone. Next up, the Arctic cold will be hanging around this week, but we are going to be looking ahead to our next storm chance coming up.
And it's damage like these that have caused issues for the power lines in this subdivision of Southwest Louisville, but they just got power back online. We'll tell you more here in just a few minutes.
And new video this afternoon from the Sky 11 drone. It's lifting off from Waterfront Park as you see it happening, and it's going to head over right there. That's a snow-filled Louisville Slugger Field. Take a look, folks. The boys of summer are nowhere to be found. The winter storm of 2025 is now considered to be an historic storm for Kentuckiana, the most snowfall we've had since 1998, 27 years ago. It's also the third snowiest January day in city history. So why not hit the slopes? Great from the drone of the hill on the Cherokee Park Golf Course. Sledders loving the top speeds down these hills. Of course, topping the list of snowstorms, the one we'll never forget, 15.5 inches, the winter storm of 94. Well, thank you for hanging in there with us and sticking with us at 5. I'm Doug Prophet.
And I'm Connie Leonard. We've got team coverage on the storm. Up first, Jose Alonso and Isaiah Kim Martinez. Well, they're out in Jefferson County right now.
But first, the snow has stopped. That's the good news, but only briefly. Our chief meteorologist, Ben Pine, has a look at the Arctic air settling in. Hey, Ben.
Yeah, so melting over the next several days for the rest of this week, in fact, because temperatures are going to be below freezing all the way through Friday. Now, yesterday our traffic maps had red all over them, meaning that the traffic was just super slow. It's all green today, though, on the interstates at least. The side roads and some of the shoulders, you got to watch out for ice and snow, and those neighborhood routes are going to stay icy and dicey for a while. But if you can get to the main thoroughfares, we're in good shape. That was a look at the Metro cams, and now here is a look at the NDOT cameras there in southern Indiana, and a whopping foot of snow reported in Palmyra, Indiana. That's the winner right there. Hamburg close by, 11 inches, and then Jeff and Louisville, 2-day total, 10.5 inches of snowfall officially. So we had a big one like that in 2015, but 1998, the last comparable snowfall, and about 8 inches in Shelbyville and Buckner, some still healthy amounts there as well. Again, looking good on the interstates here on I-65, right ahead of the Kennedy and Lincoln bridges. Our current temperatures in the upper 20s, wind chill at 19, have that wind gust at around 20 miles per hour. Now that wind gust at around 20, 30 over the next couple of hours might cause a couple more power outages because of the tree limbs and some of that ice, especially areas just south of Louisville where we picked up more ice last night. Our temps are in the mid to upper 20s, steady right now, and some wind chills dipping down to the upper teens. The snow is now gone to the east. Winter storm warnings are now gone. We're left with clouds, maybe a stray flurry every once in a while, but no more accumulating snow until the next system, which it looks like Friday, give us a chance for some snow showers. So lows tonight in the teens, and wind chills will be in the single digits out the door tomorrow morning. Just need to stay bundled up for a long time. The coats are going to be hanging around for us, upper 20s for tomorrow afternoon. So the 20s will feel like the teens this evening. It will be mainly dry. Low temperature around 11 tonight, and then 26 at noon tomorrow. And that forecast high at around 29 for tomorrow afternoon. Maybe a little bit of sunshine peeking through some of those clouds. Again, that cold air, that polar air is in place for the rest of this week. It's a simple forecast, pretty much all snow next up. We'll be timing out that next snow chance just ahead.
So if you have a 4x4 vehicle, as you start to get back out and about and you think others might be in need of a ride, let people know, share that information.
Some good advice from Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg, asking neighbors to help each other, especially those whose roads are not plowed and cars are stuck. WHAS 11's Jose Alonso and chief photojournalist Philip Merle covered the news conference today.
And they are joining us live right now out on the roadways. Jose, you were with us here for our coverage yesterday. You saw what it looked like then. Give us your impression right now.
Yeah, Doug, it's a changing landscape. I gotta be honest with you. I mean, right now we're on Shelbyville Road in East Louisville, and I just want to switch it right over right now. We're following this plow truck that's also salting the ground. So when Mayor Greenberg is saying that they are constantly working, here's the proof. Shelbyville Road only had one lane back and forth earlier, but now they're plowing open the second lane right now. I want to go ahead and take it to the mayor so you can hear more from what he had to say. Main roads like Interstate 65 are starting to become a slushy mess. Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg says the ongoing effort crews are putting into clearing out the largest snowfall in 25 years is paying off.
The snow might be getting ready to stop, but our crews are not going to stop. They are going to keep working 24/7.
The mayor wants to remind people not every road will get treated. Multiple roads near the Schnitzelberg neighborhood are still covered in snow and ice. Some residents chose to walk, enduring the cold trip to get groceries. Businesses and private roads are in charge of clearing their own property.
I'll probably be working until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I do some McDonald's and Walgreens and PNC Banks.
We caught up with the owner of First Choice Lawn and Landscape, Nick Wolf.
I'd say we're probably working harder because the big trucks, everybody gets out of the way with the big trucks. When you're in a parking lot, everybody tends to pull, still going to the gas station or going to the McDonald's, and they'll pull in behind you, so you got to be really aware of your surroundings.
Wolf says plowing snow and salting the ground is the easy part, but it's the ice and moisture that complicated his operations.
It's like every plowman's nightmare because that's when everything breaks. It's like when you get a big snow like this, that's when your plow breaks or your truck breaks.
And you heard it right there, plowman's nightmare. Well, he's still going at it with all of his crews throughout McDonald's, and he was telling me a lot of other contracts as well. And the mayor says as the precipitation dwindles away, they expect these road conditions to just get even better from here on out. Reporting live in Louisville, Jose Alonso, WHAS11 on your side.
Great up there. Thank you, Jose. Now, the power outages did grow after we went off the air at 11 o'clock last night on Sunday. Overnight, more people outside of Louisville, like Hardin County, got hit with a stubborn outage. Tonight, 2,300 customers there still have no power. In fact, one viewer in Vine Grove who has been emailing us says inside his house right now it's in the 40s. More residents living in southern Jefferson County lost their power where the icing was greatest. Louisville had about 1,500 out earlier today. Now that number is down to less than 150. We're also seeing some delays to restore power in southwest Louisville.
That's where Isaiah Kim Martinez and Cedar photojournalist Alyssa Newton are. And Isaiah, what's the latest update there?
Well, Connie, Doug, I can tell you power is restored here in this subdivision, Windsor Forest Drive here in southwest Louisville. And you can see why there were issues. Massive tree branches like this just behind me wreaking havoc on some of those power lines here in this area. But while this subdivision has seen improvements, we are still, of course, waiting for better news for some folks down south of us.
LG&E crews hard at work in southwest Louisville, one of the harder hit areas, removing a large tree from the main road of this subdivision. Then further south.
That's what I thought it was. I thought there was an explosion somewhere.
A tree limb piercing a hole into this Hardin County home, one of hundreds left without power after the strongest winter storm in years packed a heavy punch across Kentuckiana.
This tree splitting in half here in Vine Grove, Kentucky, just some of the effects of the ice and the snow overnight. And if you take a look at this home here in Vine Grove, Wanda Collins' home, this tree landing right on her roof.
Despite this headache, Wanda Collins is lucky. She could have been seriously hurt had she not moved to her couch moments before.
I mean, you could have been standing there.
God was on my side. God was on my side.
I'm sorry this happened.
Oh, I am too.
She and her pets have been wrapped up in blankets without heat since the outage at about 3 in the morning.
I don't know how much that's going to help, but...
Just down the road, Nathan Parker is also without electricity.
Well, we knew it was coming. It's just a matter of time it's going to happen here. You already knew it's going to happen.
The ice pulling the branches above his home right into the power lines, creating a tricky web for LG&E to untangle. but we saw utility crews making their way into these neighborhoods.
'09 was a worse snowstorm than this, definitely, yes.
Parker remembers the ice storm of 2009, which left him waterless for weeks.
Icicles in '09 was like a foot long.
And he's thankful the restoration this time around is projected to take hours, not days.
I know a lot of people work for some of the power line companies and stuff, so I grew up with a bunch of them, and I know what kind of hard their work is.
And like Doug had mentioned, Vine Grove, Kentucky is actually, from our calculations, still dealing with more outages than any other area. I believe in our viewing area, WHAS11 viewing area, still over 1,200. And originally they were told about 2 p.m. today. That has been extended to 6 o'clock. So we'll be right back here to check that out again to see if they have seen some of those results. Doug, Connie.
Are the outages still happening now, or are they reserved for just yesterday and overnight?
Overall, we're seeing numbers, Doug, go down. I believe at last check we were just above 10,000. And again, Louisville overall has gotten out of it pretty well, all things considered, but there's still spots here and there, and Hardin County near Elizabethtown continues to be a tougher one to get done for LG&E, but they're working hard.
All right. Thank you so much, Isaiah. We appreciate it. And with all these outages, if you see a down power line, stay away from it. Don't touch it. If your power does go out, LG&E suggests doing these things to keep you safe. Turn off all major appliances. This reduces your electrical demand when your power comes back on. Keep your refrigerator and freezer doors closed to keep your food fresh longer. Keep all generators outside and in a well-ventilated area. They can produce potentially deadly fumes. And lastly, keep your phone charged in case of an emergency.
More winter storm coverage here for you tonight at 5. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear with a new winter storm update about the state. He gave that this afternoon, warning about dangerous statewide travel conditions still persisting. 2,300 Kentucky Transportation Cabinet personnel are on the job right now, helping to clear off those roadways. But even after they finish with the storm tonight, and we do as well, the governor warning of the polar blast on the way.
Call and check on your neighbors and your friends. If you have power and you know neighbors don't, and you can take them in for a night. Make sure that we are being those type of Kentuckians that live out the golden rule and the parable of the Good Samaritan. Let's all look out for each other. Let's get through this week.
A lot of you are doing that very well, as we've been showing you. The governor said salt won't work well on the roads now due to the extreme cold, so give the road crews extra time to continue their work. He urges people to stay at home still and stay off the roads.
Meanwhile, Jefferson County Public Schools are now going to be closed tomorrow and Wednesday. They will both be snow days without any online instruction. All after-school athletic and extracurricular activities have also been called off for those days. The Archdiocese of Louisville says all Catholic schools are also closed tomorrow.